What's up, everybody? I'm Stan, and welcome to Detail Comics, where we go over comics in detail. This is going to be a new little show that I'm going to record, kind of a one-shot every Sunday morning, and I'm going to call it Comics and Coffee. So, basically what this is going to be a weekly rundown of what I'm going to be shooting, what I'm going to be doing. I'm not really going to edit this a whole heck of a lot. Just it's really an update to give you an idea what's going on with the channel, as well as what I'm doing in the near future. So, basically, to start off with, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be shooting a little bit later today because it's Sunday at 8 a.m. on August 21st. August 21st. Wow, man. It seems like time's really flown by. The summer's really been crazy. I got a promotion at my regular job, which has kind of put all the videos that I had on hiatus. So I'm planning on getting a schedule together where I can start those back up. And the first thing is going to be preview picks for this coming week. It's a really light week from Marvel, so there's not going to be a whole lot, but there's a ton coming from DC, so that's going to kind of balance everything out. So I'm going to be shooting preview picks, and then hopefully I'm going to be shooting another video where I go over the Marvel Now 2.0 stuff. And I'm going to tie in this whole segment that I really wanted to work in on production numbers. So, there are some books that if you look at the solicitations, which I really don't recommend that you do because it kind of spoils a lot of stuff for upcoming stories, but if you look at solicitations, you can see where certain books are getting knocked off the slate at Marvel, and in the future you're probably going to see the same thing from DC too. So I just kind of want to keep those things in mind while I'm doing this Marvel Now 2.0 video. It's something that I've really wanted to do for a long time, but it's just been tough. It's been tough to get that schedule together. Especially since I'm working really hard to lose a little bit more weight, so making some more time for myself is always a good thing as well. So that's the two things that I'm really going to be shooting for doing today. So that's Marvel Now 2.0 as well as preview picks for Monday the 22nd. So that's going to be nice. The next big thing is I went to Boston ComicCon. I went to Boston ComicCon a few days ago. It was last weekend. It was a whole hell of a lot of fun. I met a whole bunch of people, and what I want to do is I want to just do a quick Boston Comic-Con reaction video because it is my first Comic-Con that I've ever been to. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm probably going to go to another one next month so that way I can meet some really cool people again, get a little bit better idea. It's a smaller con in Hartford, Connecticut, but that's my goal is to go there, really figure out what that one's about, meet a couple people I didn't get a chance to meet at Boston because they weren't there, and see how that goes. But overall, I had a really great time at Boston Comic-Con, and that was awesome. So I'll run through some of the stuff that I did, what I got done there, and how that overall experience was to try and get people that have never been to a con an idea of what to do, how to do it, what to expect, those kind of things. So I want to do that. Then later on in the week, I'm probably going to be shooting on Wednesday. I'm going to be doing the Shelf Appeal. I think I'm going to be restructuring the way Shelf Appeal works a little bit, and you guys will see the change in format and how things are going to kind of work, simply because, these 18 books a day, I actually buy the physical copies because I like physical comic books. I like having that media in my hand, and it gets expensive. To be perfectly honest with you, it's just oh my god, it's $55, $64, every single week I'm dropping $250 a month on comic books that aren't collectible comic books. They're just comic books to read and review and try and get an idea of. So I think I'm going to break it up and do a little bit different kind of formatting on that. So I hope you guys stick with me on those kind of things. And what it should do is it should free me up to kind of do my reviews a little bit different way. So there's a couple small changes, but hopefully you're going to see 4 regular things that are going to come out. So I'm going to do this kind of comics and coffee so that way you guys can get a weekly update. Then you're going to get preview picks on Mondays. You're going to get Shelf Appeal on Wednesdays. And then you're most likely going to get a condensed Irate Reviews. Instead of 5 different ones, you're going to get a bigger review kind of video on Thursdays or later on in the week at that point in time. Plus, as shows from the CW and Netflix and that kind of stuff comes up, you're going to see that. I'm hoping that Wednesday night, I'm thinking about going to see Suicide Squad again because I've seen it once, but I want to do my first comic cinema movie review for you guys so that way I can kind of break it down from a fan perspective as well as a film perspective, because I've done a little work in production and things like that regarding film, movie production, cutting and editing, those kind of things. So hopefully you guys stick around and enjoy that as well. But as for right now, that's Comics and Coffee for August 21st. So if you guys have any questions or you have anything you want me to do, any ideas, you want to start a conversation, hit me up in the comments down below. You know, as always, if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit like on the video. All right? Talk to you guys next week.